Good morning, lovelies. This is Lesley from the Not Quite Enough Distance vlog. And it's Sunday as I'm recording this, and it's a little bit the morning after the night before because we were drumming last night. And yeah, I'm a little bit weary. It wasn't that late a night, but it felt like we were told, oh, it's only about a mile each way. It wasn't. Well, it's only about a mile and a half each way, but when you're walking and drumming, it's weary. There was one point where we had to wait. These things, they are torchlight processions, and the torches are bits of wood, sort of burlap or hessian on the end, dipped in tar to burn. Yeah. And of course they burn out. So we had to stop whilst old torches were being slung out, new torches were being provided. And it was near, I think it's a garden centre or something like that, and there was a fence. I thought, oh, I've got to sit down. So I went and sat, and my lovely friend P, who said she was also struggling, but I suspect she felt sorry for me, came and sat next to me. And so here we are, under new ownership. It was a good fun evening. The weather was definitely on our side, because this morning it's very windy, very wet. There's a kind of storm moving through. But we were very lucky yesterday. It was a really mild evening. It was a nice temperature for walking, actually, because where you've got all these flames, obviously that creates a lot of warmth. So it was cool enough that didn't make it too hot. And yeah, it was about a 3-mile walk and drum. And it went well. It seemed to be very well supported. Yeah, it was good fun. But this morning I do ache like a badly aching person. So I've got to go and get some groceries, and then it will be a quiet day. What the lovely Barbara from Flame and Fibre would call a low energy day, which is an excellent description, because once I get home from the supermarket, that is it. Most energy will be expended doing knitting or crochet. That's it. That's all that's happening. So I hope you're all well. Thank you for all the comments and observations from last week's vlog and from the podcast. And I will catch up with you later in the week. Take care. Hello, lovelies. I've talked before about himself buying me yarn, and he is an absolute sweetie. I mean, obviously I don't tell him that because I don't want him to get complacent. But he's bought me some more because he is just a jolly decent man. He went to a concert end of last week and ended up in Brighton during the day. And this situation demonstrates why he's a better person than I am, because he ended up in Brighton during the day for a bit of a drinking session with his brother and a friend of theirs, and he noticed next door to the pub there is a knitting shop. Now, I've been in this knitting shop many times. Couldn't tell you there was a pub next door. Perhaps it's a sign that I'm more focused rather than self-interested. That's what I'm going to go with. That is what I'm going to go with. But he has bought me 2 beautiful yarns. The shop was Yak in Brighton. Yak stands for Yarn and Knitting. And I don't know how well the light's going to show up on this, but I will also show them in the monthly podcast. So we have some Zauberball. This is the Zauberball Crazy from Schoppel. Is it Schoppel or Skoppel? I don't know because I don't speak German. Is there a colourway? I think it's called U-Boat. But just beautiful. So dark navy blues into purples, one end of the blue spectrum, and into kind of teals and jades the other end. So that's lovely. Now, as we know, when hubby buys me yarn, he buys me blue and red because they're his team colours for his football team. I did say, do you need me to knit you a scarf? No. He doesn't wear team colours when he goes to football. He's been going to football for many years and remembers the days of bad football violence and that sort of thing. So he tends not to wear team colours because he doesn't want to draw attention to himself in case he ends up in a crowd of the opposing team's fans. So he just goes in his normal civvies. But he has got me this beautiful red. That's showing up a little browner It's a slightly more sort of purple red than that. So that's just going to go dark because the way I've got this light. Again, I will show it at month end. This is from the Uncommon Thread, which I've heard of, but I've not had their yarn before, so delighted to have that. It's their Everyday Sport, so 300 metres per 100 grams, in the colour Lust. Now, I was slightly worried when I saw that. I thought, are there expectations here? But just a beautiful red colour with slight variation in it, so a tonal red, just absolutely stunning. So I am extremely happy with these yarns. It is very kind of him to buy me stuff. And I mean, Brighton's not that far from us. We went there last Monday for the evening for a concert, so he happened to be there with friends and his brother and saw the yarn shop, so he can go back anytime he likes. Yes, I'm a very lucky girl, but this we know. Hello lovelies. Not saying it's chilly, but look how much knitwear I've got on. Himself has just taken the dog out wearing shorts and t-shirt. I'm amazed we can live in the same house sometimes. Hope everyone's okay. I am overblown with an abundance of riches and loveliness. A lady, I don't know if I have permission to give her name, so I shan't, but she went to the Glasgow School of Yarn, which was a yarn event in Scotland a couple of weekends ago. Had a great time, and very kindly contacted me and said, can I send you some yarn? So, well, that's very, very kind of you, thank you very much. And it wasn't just yarn in the package. So there is a Noro magazine, which is full of beautiful patterns. There's a lovely blanket pattern in here, and if I was a professional at this, I would have found the page beforehand, but I'm only semi-professional, which means I can keep whittering on whilst talking about this. So there's this beautiful wrap, which I just think is gorgeous and may well be in my future, so thank you for this. The yarn is this beautiful skein from Seeley McWheely, a dyer that I've heard of, and dyer, spinner, all sorts of crafts that I've heard of but not had the opportunity to try their yarn, so thank you for this. Purples, whites, blues, pinks, all in my Seeley McWheely house. That was an appalling pun, I can only apologise. So that is fabulous. This is a slub yarn, merino nylon, really lovely, so thank you for that. And then a couple of things that I'm pretty sure wouldn't have come from the Glasgow School of Yarn, but I'm not complaining, because we have some Blondie S'mores fudge. Hello. Oh, excuse me, sorry. As well as some chocolate. And I am obliged to say, Ferrero Rocher, you're really spoiling us. And some chocolate there. So thank you so much to this lovely person. Obviously, I've been in contact with them already to say a huge thank you. Oh, goodness me, I'm having a very spoilt week. So as I'm recording this, it's Wednesday. Got a ceremony later. I will unwrap all the wool and put a jacket on at that point. And virtual knit night tonight with the local knitting group, so that'll be good. Okay, lovelies, thank you so much, and I'll catch up with you later. Hello, lovelies, just sleeping on here to wrap things up for the week. It's Thursday afternoon as I record this. Tomorrow I've got a ceremony in the afternoon, and I'm out in the evening, so probably best that I do this today so that I know that it's up and posted. Thank you for all the comments. I haven't answered all of the comments yet from the podcast last week. There are lots of them, and I'm working through as I can. So, hopefully won't miss or forget anyone, but just I'm working my way through them because I love to have them, as you know, and I like to read them and respond. So apologies that that's taking a while. Yes, so tomorrow evening out with, or this evening as you watch this, out with a group of celebrants. Have been asked in the past what my suggestion would be for a collective noun of celebrants, and I suggested a body of funeral celebrants, but apparently that wasn't very good taste, so probably a chattering of celebrants would be about right. So we're a group of sort of local celebrants. In theory, we should all be cutthroat and hating each other because we're all in direct competition with each other, frankly, but it doesn't work that way. We're all reasonable people, and it would be nice to catch up because you kind of see people in passing, so it'd be nice to kind of sit down, have a conversation with folks. So looking forward to that. This weekend, running around and chores. Bonfire night Friday, proper bonfire night, official bonfire night, not the individual societies nights, but I will be out with celebrants for that one. And there is a bonfire that I could drum at on Saturday, but it's one that gets really, really busy. And pre-COVID, I found it a bit claustrophobic and scary, so I definitely don't think I'll be comfortable doing that one. So I shall be leaving that to others. And yeah, just fair bit of work next week. So plodding on, same old, same old. So thank you all for being here, and take very good care of yourselves. Have a good week. Keep safe, keep well. Numbers are not looking good here at the moment. I mean, it does still seem as if it's those who are getting COVID don't appear to be as ill with it thanks to the vaccination, but there still seem to be a lot of people getting it. So please keep yourselves very safe. Keep well, look after yourselves, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.